been wonderful.
It has been a journey.
Hmm.
All right, we have a lot to go through, a lot to unpack. We have Grace, panelist, guest speaker today to join us. So I'm just going to do this very quick. If any of us been here before, welcome back. This is our last session of this 5 session series, Gateway to Success. And today we are delighted to have so many speakers to come in and share more of this opportunity when it's come to concession and working in the airport related. So April is here as always, of course. We have our
Morning.
entrepreneur that will also continue to share her journey, how she get here, and amazing team from Ontario Airport. Excited to have them here to join us as well. I'm Suparni May. If you've been here before, you know where we are. I'm with Pace, and we provide a lot of technical assistance when it comes to procurement, business services. Our office is in LA. We partner with April, our CEO from Skyview Concession. She has been amazing.
Thank you.
So this is the wrap up, but it's not going to be the end. Actually, this is going to be a journey to begin the next session that we plan to do in 2026. Going to be a lot going on about airport, about we were just talking with our guest speaker. There's a lot of opportunity coming up. So whether you're interested in this niche concession as a concessionaire, you don't want to miss this continued journey with us. So really appreciate everyone's time. So without that, I'm going to hand over to April, and then we're going to kick start from there.
Well, great. Thank you all. And like I said, thank you all for being here with us this morning. And we are so delighted that you're spending a part of your time with us. We cannot thank you enough for being here with us. Soprani, I just really want to thank you. And uh-oh, sorry, camera went off. There we go. Thank you and your PACE team, and how kind and generous you've been with your team and sharing your this opportunity with me. So I want to move ahead because we've got a great day planned, a great morning planned for you. And so I'm going to zoom through a couple of things, but I always like to start with a photo. My name is April Stewart. I'm a first generation entrepreneur and founder of Skyview Concessions and CEO. And I've been in business for 18 years. Hard to believe. I think I started when I was 10 or something. I don't know, but it's been 18 years, and I really have enjoyed it. I'm showing today this photo of our San Francisco duty-free location. And it's a moment that I'm very proud of. DFS celebrated 50 years of operating at SFO Airport. Since we're talking about our pathway to partnership as a way of scaling your business, this picture to me depicts everything that's in a partnership. In this picture, we have really 6 entities. There are 5 DBE or ACDBE partners, and then one prime partner being DFS, Duty Free Shoppers. And for DFS to be able to celebrate 50 years at SFO Airport means that they have had a very strong presence and relationship and partnership with the city of San Francisco and with the airport. Because you can imagine there have been tons of changes in leadership, but the relationship development with DFS has been very strong, and DFS has proven to be a good partner to the airport, and hence the continuity of 50 years of a relationship there. Also in this picture, if you could see, if we could zoom back in the picture, you would see that there are brands in the background. So again, these are high-end stores. So we've got Hermes, Christian Dior, Chanel, Johnny Walker, Blue Black Label, Doers. We've got tobacco. We've got very high-end Hermes, if I haven't mentioned that, very high-end stores. So this particular concession is it's a 20-year contract, and it cost us quite a bit of money to build out the location. So it was over 40 million and dollars, that is. And so you can understand the importance of partnership and the ability to trust each other on something that's long term. We like to say in the industry, oh, we're getting married. So we've gotten married. And do know that when we're being considered for an opportunity at the airport, be it a vendor or a concessionaire or a joint venture partner, or even perhaps a contractor, know that you are going to be vetted. Know that they are going to see who you are, what is your character, are you compatible with the direction that the contract is going to go, or with the team that's going to be put in place. A lot of it is like a puzzle in that they are looking at complementary skill. I have a skill set. My other partners here shown here in this picture, they have a different skill set than I do. And so DFS put together this winning team, and we did win the contract. They put together this winning team for us to be able to go forward and be good partners to each other where there's trust and mutual respect. And there is a sense of continuity and duration because we have a 20-year contract. There is also communication and transparency between partners. We are also expected to deliver as an ACDBE our portion of the financial contribution. We also have responsibilities within our own entity within the greater entity to have responsibilities. In my case, I run a location, two locations in San Francisco. So each partner has a different role, and part of that partnership is them upholding their role and their responsibilities as part of the being a member in the joint venture partnership. Sometimes, if there's ever a conflict, then the idea is that you're going to resolve it with mutual respect, and then a partner will be on both sides, will be flexible. And so there is reciprocity in partnership. So, with that, I will get on with the agenda. We will discuss pathways to partnership. I'm going to blow through that pretty quickly. If we have more time, I'll come back. We have with us Dana Russo, whom we've seen before, and I'm so delighted that she's here. She's the founder of Bon Voyage Products, and we'll hear from her and her more specific about her journey. We also have Mr. Jamal Aviles, SVP of Ontario International Airport. Just so delighted that he took time out to be with us today to share about what's happening at Ontario. And along with him will be Isela Toledo, who will also provide a presentation for us to tell us about the happenings at Ontario. Then, if there's time, we'll recap part five, recap our 5-point series, and we'll talk about next steps, and then the Q&A. Let's see. Soprani, did we do the poll?
You know what? I have not. I'm going to do that poll at the moment. All right,
Okay.
guys. Just one question.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me launch the poll. All right, guys. We're just going to give a minute. Just one question. This is
Mm-hmm.
just what the purpose of us planning for our next series in 2026. Hopefully, by that time comes, the many of us here have already started the first step, getting ready or be contract ready or concessionaire ready by then. All right, cool. Okay. It's important. Build visibility. Thank you everyone for participating in the poll. Just so you know, it's not that we don't look at this data. I do look at this data and it helps me tremendously when we are planning for the next session, next
Mhm.
series, because where we want to make sure that we cover all our bases and provide the most up-to-date of information. We have a team of experts from the airport. I think that they will share a lot of opportunity coming up too. So combine information, we can plan the next series. And okay, that's good. I think a popular one is the build visibility. Okay.
Okay. That's great. You're here for the this is
That's aligned
perfect.
with April
This
and
is
I have
perfect.
been trying to do as well.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Fantastic.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I think this is very helpful. Thank you so much for participating in this poll. Again, every poll that we did, I collect those data, I combine them, I will make some different content created with April for the next year, 2026. This is the last session, but it's not going to be the last time you see us. So, all right, I'm going to end the poll. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
perfect. Oh, good.
Oh, no one's formalizing a JVO teaming agreement.
Ah,
That's
not yet.
okay.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet.
But building visibility, this is perfect
Okay.
for exactly what we're looking to do today. And then strengthen internal readiness. Oh, great. I
Okay,
think I have a slide
21%.
to address that as well. Sorry.
It was 21% for strength and internal readiness. I think, okay. I think
Yeah.
we're on the right track with everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, we
Thank
have a
you.
lot to get to. I'm gonna stop
Yes.
sharing. Thank you.
Okay. I should have uh pressed advance on this because it likes to delay. So in the meantime, I will just talk really quickly about the power of reciprocal. If I can get that guy. Ah, okay. Huh. He doesn't want to. There we go. There we go.
There
Okay, the
you
power of
go. It's
reciprocal partnerships.
okay.
So we talked about how in previous sessions how the airport is an ecosystem. And so the reciprocal relationship is really important. I want you all to understand that, and especially if you're a vendor on the vendor side, that it's a reciprocal relationship in that it's a two-way exchange of trust, responsibilities, and beliefs. And I touched on that when we talked about the first picture that I showed of the group when we were celebrating the 50th year anniversary. Um, Also, each party does rely on the other to fulfill obligations and support the business, and both benefit from the relationship working effectively. So, if you've got a product coming to the airport, it's important that you understand how what your role is in this and how there's a greater picture. It's important that your product does make it to the shelf, but understand that your the prime concessionaires are depending on the timely delivery of the product, which then actually helps build the revenue, and then that helps the airport to be successful as well. That is the quickest synopsis I can give of that. There's more I can say on this, and maybe another time we'll have a chance to go into more detail. But I want you to understand the interworkings of relationships on airports and how invaluable they are, how important it is to build relationships, and that you understand that your role is important. And if you are selected to participate in the airport in any kind of way or form, do know that you are valued, and it's a big responsibility, and you will have been well vetted. Okay, so how do we get to pathways to partnering for success? Well, start small and execute flawlessly. So do your very best to start small. And the Bible says, "Don't despise the days of small beginnings." I started with 2 stores at Sacramento Airport, and now there are multiple locations that we own and operate. But the idea is to execute flawlessly on your small beginnings so that you can scale larger easier. Strengthen your infrastructure and systems. So you want to make sure if when you're able to get your bookkeeper, you want to use something like QuickBooks, a way to capture your data. And then this will also help you to scale once you build your infrastructure. Build your credibility. Uh, if you're a vendor, you want to ensure that your product is consistent. You've delivered 120 units on the first purchase order, and if they've requested another 120 units, you want to be able to deliver those 120 units in the same form and fashion. So the packaging should be very similar. We do understand that there has to be a change, but you want to make sure that you're communicating that with your buyer. Listen for opportunities. I believe Dana is going to share about an opportunity that came to her when she was talking to one of the buyers. So I don't want to give away the story. I'll wait for Dana to share that. But listen for opportunities. You want to solve problems. Maintain the right growth mindset. So be teachable, be coachable, ask questions, receive the feedback, and then make the adjustments as necessary. If you're able to do that, it will really help you to win in the airport space. So, oops, let's go back. Be dependable first. Be dependable first and then ambitious second. It wants to go forward. So that's the key thing. Be dependable first and then ambitious second. Partnering to scale. So I want to introduce Dana Russo, who's the founder of Bon Voyage Collection. Let me read the bio here. Dana offers a line of destination-themed pet toys inspired by her love of design, travel, and animals. A graduate of Art Center College of Design, she spent 3 years bringing her vision to life. Culminating in Bon Voyage's debut at LAX. So with that, Dana, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today.
I'll stop sharing here.
And this has been a journey, I have to say. It started 3 years ago. We were in Europe for a vacation. We had rescued a dog, and it was the first time that we were leaving her. And we were really nervous about it. But anyway, we wanted to buy her something from our travels. And we went to pet stores. We couldn't find anything. We went to the airport. We couldn't find anything. And so that's how the idea came about, was that would it be great to bring home a souvenir toy to your pet when you're traveling and they can't come with you? So hence the Bon Voyage collection. And we're starting with California. So it's the California Dreamin' Collection, starting with Malibu, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, California Sun, Hollywood, and West Hollywood. And we have San Francisco as well. And then we're going to migrate down to Orange County, maybe to Ontario. But anyway, getting into the airport is not, it's been 3 years of doing this. So starting with the logo, and then the prototypes, the designs, attending webinars. I attended the Law webinar to see about doing business with the airport, going to different events. I went to the AMAC event last year, which I'm going to again this year, and I met people. April was one of them, and she has been a guiding force for me to help me get into the airport. And even though it's been 3 years, I am now ready to, next week, actually, we'll be going into Paradise's store at Tom Bradley Terminal. So the journey, it takes a long time. It's not overnight. There's a lot to it. They have to vet you. They have to make sure you're going to deliver. There's a lot that goes into it. But in the meantime, the buyer who I met with, and this is like last February, so now we're November, we had a Zoom call. She said, I like your toys. She said, but I'd like to do an entire, like an area within the store, not just toys. And she goes, I said, well, maybe we could do like collar charms, bandanas. She goes, well, yes, that would be great, but I don't want 3 different vendors. I'd rather have one vendor. I said, well, I'm going to start thinking about that. So then in the meantime, came up with the collar charms, which they will be getting those as well. Designed the bandanas, so that those will be coming as well, and they're two-sided, so you can see those. And so she was thrilled because I listened to what she wanted. I'm delivering what she wanted. And from that point on, hopefully we'll be able to expand. And that's where we're at today. I also designed a website, which I will share my screen. As you can see, so this is the California Dreamin' Collection. That's our dog in the in the Corvette. That's the home page. And then when you go on it, I'm not going to go through the whole thing for you because you don't want to do that. But you know, each one has its own page. You go to the next one and the next one, and so on. But the problem, not the problem, but the hold on, let me stop sharing. The sorry. I may be a designer, but I'm completely idiotic when it comes to all of this technology. The website is up. You can't buy on it yet because people don't realize with a shopping cart how much goes into it. You have to figure out shipping costs. There's so many plugins that you need to do. So I'm at that tail end now. It's probably 90% there, but that has been the bane of my existence of trying to figure out what I need to do. And when April said earlier, QuickBooks, I had to sign up for QuickBooks. I had to get all of my receipts for the last 3 years imported into QuickBooks, my checking account, credit cards, anything that's going to be associated with a new business. I formed an LLC. I got the logo trademarked, so it's a registered trademark. So a lot has gone into this process. I mean, it's just not like, I came up with the idea as a graphic designer. This part was easy to do, to design. It's all the logistics and the business end of it, because I'm not a business person, I'm a designer, and I have my own business now, but I basically work for myself. I mean, I used to work for a company, so I left it up to them. But anyway, I have to say, everybody along the way that I've met has really been a positive influence. They really are rooting for you to succeed. They're not looking for you to fail. No one has ever said, no, you can't do this. I mean, I've had people from other companies within the airport, they weren't maybe that thrilled about it and had done it in the past with pet toys and thought it may not work, but I have to give Paradis Lagardère credit, and April as well, for believing in me and thinking this has some potential and we want to be the first ones to do it. And I really do. And I've got designs now for New York, Chicago, Miami. I mean, this is like, this is going to be national to international. But we're starting with California because we're here. And again, like I said, April has been, thank you, God. No, she's been a great mentor, a great partner, and I can't say enough about, honestly, the people at the airport. It's been really a wonderful experience. So thank you all, and I really appreciate your time, and I hope that everybody that's on this call will have the same sort of success. It's never too late, as you can tell. I'm not exactly 20 years old, but that's okay.
Oh, that's great, Dana. Thank you so much. And thank you for your kindness. And I am just super excited about what's happening for you and your success. And also I will benefit from that. Again, that reciprocity in that we'll have it on our shows at Parody. So I'm really excited about that and the revenue it will bring in. So I'm really, really happy and so excited for you and the good things that are coming your way. So yeah, we'll just stay connected as we have been, and we'll continue.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, well, next I would like to introduce Mr. Jamal Aviles. And so Jamal has he is the Senior Vice President at Ontario Airport. He has over 17 years of public procurement and contracting experience. 10 years of his experience involved major airport development procurements at LAX, in which he contracted crucial capital improvements, including the Bradley West Gates, automatic people mover, and consolidated rent a car facility, or CONRAC. He leads a multidisciplinary group of administrative and business focused disciplines, including procurement, contracts, warehousing, and business opportunities. We are so excited that Jamal would take time out to be with us today. He brings with us Isela Toledo, whom he'll introduce, but I want to yield my time to Jamal, and please, Jamal, take it away and share.
Thank you, April. Thank you for the great introduction there. Thank you, Suprani, for having us with Pace. And Dana, what a fantastic story. As a fellow dog lover, I'm excited to see your business take off. And so, congrats for that. I know, speaking for airports, when our concessionaires do well, we do well. So we're pulling for you. I'm extremely excited to talk to you guys about this, about what we have, but I am, but a person that is over a process. So I brought my expert with me, who's Isela Toledo. Isela is my director of business opportunities. And, this is a perfect opportunity for Isela to talk about what we're trying to do at Ontario, which aligns really well with PACE, in building and creating those opportunities for businesses that are small or that have not been, privy to certain advantages or opportunities. And so we're trying to put things in place here at Ontario that create those opportunities, and then allow people to know that those opportunities are there. And we're trying to remove some barriers and create, hopefully economic growth and drive for the communities that surround and use our airport. So we're excited. We've got a bunch of fantastic things to do and that we're working on. And Isela has been working really hard on a ton of different projects that I've been asking her on, and I couldn't be prouder of the work that she's done and happier that she decided to join us about a year ago. And so I will let you hear from her, and I'll turn it over to Isela.
Thank you so much, Jamal. Thank you, April, for the opportunity to invite Ontario International Airport to present more about not only our upcoming opportunities, but ourselves and our upcoming events. Speaking from my experience in the industry, April, you were spot on with everything a small business needs to be prepared and ready for. Within my experience, I supported a concessions team at one of the largest airports at the time, LAX. And that's where I first met April and was enamored by her awe and everything that is April Stewart. I was able to, partner with April a bit more closely when I joined a prime concessionaire and supported her small business through that joint venture partnership. So I am so excited and happy to be sharing more with small and local businesses today on how you can get your business in an airport, but not only that, what's coming up at our airport. Before I get started, I just want to confirm everybody can see my screen. It is showing a title slide.
Yes, we can see it, Isela.
Perfect. Thank you so much, April. All right, so a bit about Ontario International Airport. Usually when we present this slide, we have to explain we are in Southern California, but being that we're presenting to a California based organization, I think we all know that. We are an airport that has about 7 million passengers annually. This past summer, we had added 6 new flights throughout Mexico and I think even Taipei. And coming Q1 2026, we will be adding a direct flight to Boise, Idaho, and Sonoma County in Northern California. So we are constantly announcing new routes and direct flights that will be coming to our airport, and are excited to share more when we have more news to share. A bit about our Office of Business Opportunities is we are essentially here to support local and small businesses and to provide those small businesses awareness of upcoming opportunities, which we are happy to do today, and the education on how to best achieve success for the presented opportunities. It's not easy for a small business to partner with an airport and get work in an airport. So that's what we're here to support and help educate those businesses on what you need to know and what steps you can take to either partner and get into an airport or perhaps prime yourself. So we're excited to share more and explain kind of how to get that done. The purpose of our department is to essentially develop a compliance program to meet our federal requirements and our airport goals while we support our operators in meeting those contractual goals. I won't get too deep into it, but there have been changes to our federal program with a interim final rule that has affected the ACDBE and DBE programs. So we're working through what that looks like at our airport and managing through the change. But regardless, we are looking at still continuing our work to support small and local businesses with developing a program on our own. Most airports are supporting a small business program that is initiated through their city and county. We are looking to develop that in-house ourselves. So stay tuned for more. I think that might even be my next slide. As we're looking to kind of explore what kind of small business program Ontario International Airport will consist of, we're considering a bunch of things. Who would be the small businesses in our surrounding communities? Would a small business enterprise certification or small business enterprise concessionaire certification support the majority, or do we need to look even smaller with a local business enterprise or small business micro certification that could be all under the umbrella of what could potentially be our small business program? So starting from those micro businesses who are just getting their foot in the door, to those larger businesses or a larger small business that might have a bit more experience, and have some airport experience under their belt where they're a bit larger than a micro, but not yet fully operational to be their own prime. So we want to make sure that we're not excluding anyone. We're doing our research and seeing what we can do to make sure that everybody is able to participate in our small business program. We are looking to provide some small business workshops and educational opportunities throughout our surrounding counties, which include the county we are in, San Bernardino, as well as Riverside, LA, and Orange County. So stay tuned. I will provide a QR code later in the presentation so that you can stay aware and abreast on any upcoming workshops that we may have. Diving a bit deeper into our small business program efforts, it's not something that's hard for us here at Ontario International Airport. It's literally interweaved into our culture. Today, we work with many small businesses throughout the airport that support our employee events, our external events, our merchandise, and our operations. We are a part of 30 plus SoCal chambers of commerce to extend our reach to small businesses in our surrounding communities. And right now, we're in an analysis phase of what that looks like. We're starting to review what our spend is as an authority with small businesses that support our internal departments, even outside of the DBE and ACDBE programs, so that we better can understand what that relationship looks like so it can set the foundation for our program. If you're familiar with a DBE or ACDBE program, which I'm sure April has probably explained to you in past webinars, you know that there's usually a goal. But that goal needs to be set with some data points that kind of lay out the foundation. So that's what we're doing now, is seeing what that foundation looks like so that we can build on top of it. Our goals will come again from whatever opportunity is at our doorstep. So if there's a marketing opportunity, we want to be sure to set a goal that's specific towards marketing, or if there's a concession opportunity, a goal that's specific for concession so that it can be attainable and we're not just setting goals just to set goals. So we're keeping that in mind, as well as the small businesses that can benefit from the program. Getting into some upcoming opportunities, we will cover some marketing, concession, and capital development opportunities. There is a QR code in the next slide, so feel free to scan it to access our small business interest form. That will be at the end as well, just in case you miss it. Here at Ontario International Airport, we have annual events where we provide branded products and swag to market and enhance the participation at our events, but also to contribute to our airport legacy. We are always looking to partner with small and local firms who can provide curated swag for us. During our events, for example, and we'll get into this a little later in the presentation, we are celebrating a decade of local control. So we have a bunch of swag that is, surrounded by this campaign that will be year long, and we partner with small businesses to develop our campaign products. We have an annual 5K that a lot of small businesses participate in, whether they're providing some of the snacks or some curated product for the 5K. We love to partner with those in our local and surrounding communities. So stay looped in, scan the QR code so that you can learn more about what these opportunities might look like. We're excited to share more as we have more to share.
And if you want to run the 5K, which is along our runway, it is on Valentine's Day this year, and registration should be open. So please feel free to head to our socials and register. We'd love to have you.
I'll drop a link to the registration once we get to that slide. I have a slide exactly for that, inviting you guys to participate. All right, diving a bit into concessions. Today, our concessions program is a balance of of national and proprietary food and beverage and retail brands. We're investing in customer experience and our tenant partnerships. And in 2026, we'll open a Chick-fil-A in Terminal 2 and our second Brewery X location in Terminal 4. Brewery X is a partnership with the airport directly where we have shared capital investments with Brewery X, a locally owned company, and I believe women-owned company in Anaheim. We even have a co-branded beer with them so that when they sell our co-branded beer in their breweries across Southern California, we get a piece of that revenue too. So we're always thinking of creative ways for revenue development, but also including small and local businesses in that revenue development as well. Oh, wow. So sorry. Okay, there we go. A bit about our terminal development. Our passenger growth has increased since 2020. I'm sure as most airports have seen a bit of that coming out of COVID, but we are looking at what that means for us. That means we need to grow our airport. We have infrastructure considerations, and then funding and planning windows and strategic development to make sure that we are providing the passenger experience that our customers and passengers are looking for, which might mean getting a bit more hold room space because we are rapidly growing. We are the fastest growing airport in Southern California, and the last time I checked, but please fact check me, the fastest growing airport in the States. So we are rapidly growing and we need to catch up with infrastructure wise with the passengers that are coming in and out of our airport. So this heavily involves concession strategy as well, because if we grow our airport and expand our terminals, that means we need to strategically place our concession locations to best fit our passenger behavior. So these are all things that we're considering now as we continue to see growth within our airport and infrastructure. Going into a bit on our sales per employment, you'll see from 2023 to 2025 what that looks like for F&B, which is food and beverage, retail, lounge, and vending. Food and beverage has skyrocketed since 2023, where we see retail has kind of tailored to some consistency. Lounge access has grown, and again, vending with a bit of consistency there. Just to show you that overall, within our concessions program from 2023 to today, we've seen a significant growth in spend per employment or spend per passenger. And so we're trying to catch up. We're trying to give you the products that you want to shop for, the food that you want to eat, and all the things to get you comfortable at our airport and to grow our concessions program, which could mean your product is in a store, which could mean you're a joint venture partner that has part ownership in a store, and we want you a part of those opportunities as well. Understanding our demand for future opportunities. Today, we see 15% of our passengers prefer more grab-and-go selections. 20% of our passengers seek to expand their retail options, so they might want some specialty retail. So, April provides specialty retail with her duty-free offerings. So some passengers might want to see something other than probably, I don't know, a bottle of water and a bag of chips, right? They kind of want to browse. And that's okay. We want to be able to provide that. 25% of our passengers request healthier dining choices, and 40% want more local food and beverage. So we're happy to be bridging those gaps through our efforts, and our concessions team is actively working on, one, studying the data to see what the data is telling us, but then two, being able to execute and serve the passenger and what their needs are today. Future service and concession opportunities at Ontario International Airport include an expansion to our food and beverage portfolio. So QSR means quick service restaurant and local concepts. So these are some of the considerations our concessions team is taking today. We're looking at some retail growth, so more opportunities for duty-free and expanded international service. This looks like something creative that we want to bring. So we kind of want to hear back from you too. lounge and service concepts. So we're exploring premium lounge and passenger services. Today we have a lounge in each of our terminals, but we're looking at potentially expanding what that looks like. Again, infrastructure has put a cap on some of our numbers and being able to get people into a lounge if we don't have the space for it. So we need to grow because we are growing. So we're looking to bring that to our airport as well as some service opportunities. So if your business offers grease recycling, we'd love to hear from you. Cargo integrators and design and development are all things that are happening in the upcoming future. So please stay tuned to what Ontario International Airport has by scanning our QR code that I will show you in a second. We're positioning ourselves for success as we have an idea of what we want and what we need. To set the stage for future growth, we're engaging in strategic planning efforts now. This includes working with our planning and development teams to optimize space, refining our master planning and concession strategy. We want to ensure that new offerings align with our customer expectations, but the ultimate goal is to provide the best possible experience while driving revenue growth. And again, a quick example could be that co-branded beer that we have with Brewery X. So thinking of creative and fun ways on how to expand our revenue. To stay engaged, again, please stay in signed up for updates from our OpenGov procurement website. I will share with you a QR code later in the presentation, and then can drop that link in the chat as well after the presentation. But we also want to hear from you. Please feel free to share your innovative concepts. We want fresh ideas. We want something new. We want to hear from you, from developers, from brands, and from operators about innovative concepts that could align with our long-term vision. And by staying connected, you'll be the first to know when those opportunities arise. Diving straight into capital development opportunities, we do have a lot of construction coming up. One of our runways is under reconstruction, Taxiway N, and connecting Taxiways East and Taxiway U. This will be procured and solicited in quarter one, 2026. It's a $10.2 million project, removing existing pavement sections and reconstruction, including centerline lights and edge lights. So if you're in the construction side of the business, we have some work coming up in the top of the year. So stay tuned, as well as our CMAR project, so construction manager at risk. This will be an RFQ, so request for qualification, that will be solicited in quarter one of 2026. We will procure to deliver future airport projects that include terminal infrastructure renewal, so hold room enhancements. That will be a $7.8 million project that will bring us new terminal chairs and electrical charging and hold room areas throughout the entire terminal, as well as restroom modernization, a $50 million project that will upgrade 2 main restrooms in the terminals by the security checkpoint on both sides of the terminals. So a lot of construction is coming up. If you're a construction business, definitely stay tuned. We're excited to share more. And our final project that will release fairly soon, probably within the next month or so, because it's quarter 4, 2025, a $3.4 million project removing Taxi Lane G pavement and combining a full depth and surface rehab that will repave the pavement to meet our anticipated traffic in the area and site grading. So again, a lot of construction coming up. We are busy and need to expand and need to make sure our taxiways are safe, as well as our infrastructure is up to date to be able to service our passengers. I'll pause here and see if Jamal has any input. This is a topic that is definitely in his range of expertise. And if Jamal has any more details to add, I'll pass it to him.
Yeah, I mean, all of these things will feed into a program that we're calling ONT Bold, which kind of builds out on our future legacy and making sure that we're prepared for capacity growth, so that our airport can remain SoCal so easy, even with additional passengers. And so all of these things kind of lead into that, ensuring that our runways and taxiways are up to code and can meet the requirements of the FAA and everything that we need to do there. We're exploring alt deliveries. As Isela mentioned, we've got construction manager at risk coming that will allow us to hopefully be a little bit more creative on projects and deliver them a little bit faster. And so we're excited about that, testing that in the terminals on a couple of projects, and then hopefully as we get into larger projects, we'll start looking at additional alt delivery methods for delivering this. And then again, the focus will always be at an airport, your taxiways and your taxi lanes and your runways, to make sure that that's the bread and butter, and that those have to be secured before we can do anything else. So we're starting here. It's the starting ground, and this is why this is exciting for you guys, because you're getting this information kind of at the ground floor, and we're creating those opportunities and giving you those heads ups and notifications so that you can be aware of what we're doing. And as we're growing, hopefully you can grow and be a part of the success that we have along with this as well. So we're excited about this. It's a big thing for our executive team, and it's a big thing for our airport and the airport community. So again, we want to make sure that we're getting out there, we're talking about this, so that you guys have the information, and if this is your realm for your business, that you have the time to find partners, talk to who you need to talk to, get your capacities, all those things that you would need to do. You can have those in ample time so that you can be a part of a bid or solicitation.
Thank you so much, Jamal. As Jamal mentioned, a lot coming up and a lot happening at ONT. We want to make sure that you guys are well aware so that you can find your partners in time, so that come time of solicitation, you are a part of a bidding team. This image on the screen we see is just a visual on the layout of our airport. We have Terminal 2 and Terminal 4. I know that can sound a bit confusing, but we only have 2 terminals. And then the 2 runways that we mentioned for those projects from the previous slide. All right, upcoming events. And here I definitely want to encourage you to stay close to, as Jamal mentioned, making those relationships now. At events like these, you will likely be mingling and networking with larger primes who you probably want to start your discussions and partnerships with now. So definitely excited to share more about what's happening at our airport and what events we support. Compto SoCal chapter is partnering with us for an event that will include an airport tour and fireside chat. This will happen early 2026. We don't have solidified details on what that looks like yet. Compto is the Conference of Minority Transportation Officials. We are happy to partner with them and put on our very first quote unquote outreach to small and local businesses. So we're excited to share more about this opportunity where we will provide an airport tour to small businesses, showing those small businesses what projects are happening where there are small businesses participating, as well as presenting upcoming opportunities and sharing a bit more on careers in aviation. So please sign up on our small business form, a small business interest form, so that we can share more details as we have them. As Jamal mentioned, 5K at the Runway. This event is for everyone. You can register at flyontario.com/5K. This is a 5K with a family walk and community event. There's a beer garden, there's kids activities, there's tenants. So hopefully you can mingle with those who work here at our airport today. And then everything we want in an event, including food. This is Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, 2026. It will be held in our National Guard hangar. And the purpose of this event is to support our USO here at our airport. And each registration includes a t-shirt, a medal, and a free drink at our beer garden. So we're excited to, support the community, have the community, and host the community at our airport. And we're hoping that you guys would join us as we prepare for our annual 5K. All right. Celebrating a decade of local control. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary of taking back local control with a year-long campaign called Celebrating a Decade of Local Control. Our celebration includes community pop-up events, special in-terminal passenger pop-ups, local brand collabs, terminal signage, monument sign unveilings, a digital storytelling campaign, and more fun, and information all throughout the year. We want to highlight our airport that is reclaimed by our community, revived through our hard work, and is ready for our bold future, as Jamal mentioned with our ONT Bold initiative. In 2016, after 4 years of a Set Ontario Free campaign, local leaders here in the Inland Empire took back control of our airport from LAWA, Los Angeles World Airports, and since then, we have experienced remarkable growth, modernization, and reconnection to the community. Our campaign is an opportunity to thank our supporters, educate the public about our story, and highlight the past decade's progress and build excitement for the future here at Ontario International Airport. Our campaign launched November 1st and on our 9th year anniversary, and continues throughout our 10-year to conclude at our 10-year anniversary on November 1st, 2026. With that year-long campaign, activities will take place all year long. You can join us by visiting flyontario.com/10 to see what our timeline of events look like and share your own memories about your experience at Ontario International Airport. And you can learn more on that website as well. Follow us at FlyONT and subscribe to our newsletter online to learn more. So we're excited to share with you what we're excited to be celebrating, and it's thanks to our local community that we are able to celebrate this. So thank you guys. Here is the OpenGov procurement QR code that I've been mentioning all presentation. Please scan it and sign up for our OpenGov procurement system. Some airports use OpenGov, some airports use Planet Bids. Once you subscribe to ours, you will be notified of all posted solicitations so that you know what's happening when it's happening. So I'll pause here for a couple seconds. And then in closing, we want to encourage you to fill out our small business interest form. Again, the QR code on the bottom left to stay in the know of all the upcoming events that small businesses can benefit from and any other local events that we will be participating in that we love to see you at. Please stay connected. For concessions opportunities, you can email concessions@flyontario.com. For small business information, business opportunities at flyontario.com. Again, stay in the know on opengov.com. Again, the QR code on the previous screen so that we can let you know when all of the fun and good things are coming to our airport and happening. We do encourage you guys to attend our pre-bid conferences. Make it known that you're a small business in that conference because you are then in the room with those primes who are likely going to propose. So definitely let your voice be loud and heard when you're in a room networking with primes and larger businesses, including a pre-bid meeting, which you would be notified on once you registered on OpenGov. So with that, I will wrap up and pass it back to you, April. Thank you so much for the opportunity to present what's coming at ONT, and we're excited to share more with the local community.
Thank you so much. This was fantastic. Cameron, let's put the camera on. I'm so grateful for all of your participation, but love hearing what's happening at Ontario, all the exciting things. You can hear the intentionality, the heartbeat behind this airport and what they're looking to do in partnering with local and small business owners. And they are really putting forth the effort to go out and seek after new, innovative ideas and new companies and provide opportunities. So please hit that QR code that Isela has mentioned. I cannot thank you enough, both Jamal and Isela, for coming out and sharing what's happening at your airport and all the great things that are going on. Certainly appreciate it. And Dana, thank you as well for sharing more about your journey and how this has all come together. And I'm just so I'm overwhelmed because I feel so great about what we've been doing together here. And there's Jamal. What we've been doing together and just excited about the future. And while this is our last session at this moment, does not mean it will be our last session. Forever, we will be going on. I think Soprani has made mention that we are looking to do something together in the future to bring you more great content, just as this was presented today. So, again, the power of partnership and in our industry. And as Isela said, start building those relationships now because airport industry is a long game. It just takes a while for things to occur, for opportunities to become available, but know that in the meantime, you are being vetted. So I'm just going to go quickly into one last little screenshot or a slide that just encapsulates everything that has been said. And then if we have time for some Q&A, we will get there. Let's see here. This was week one. Success at the airport requires not just compliance, but preparation, documentation, and adaptability. That was week one. Certification is not one and done. Staying compliant protects your business, avoids penalties, and builds credibility with partners. That was week two, or series two. Series three, becoming a successful airport vendor is about readiness, reliability, and relationships. You've heard that throughout the entire series, and now you've heard it directly from an airport. And then success in the airport environment is dynamic and demands a collective commitment, creativity, and capacity. Again, you've heard that between Dana and then what Jamal and Isela have brought to you today, that they are looking for new ideas. They are looking for your commitment. They are looking for creativity and your capacity. You heard that all. Readiness assessment, assignment, and relationship building is your roadmap for partnership. Key. Relationship building is your roadmap for partnership. Success in airport concessions comes from relationship equity built over time, not quick wins. It is the long game. You heard Yusela say, start coming to the events now so that when the RFP gets to the street, you will already have your team in place. You'll be part of a team already. And then, so I will leave this with you. It's been wonderful working with you, Soprani. Thank you again, Pace. Thank you to our special guests for coming out today. This has been a phenomenal opportunity and expansive for me. And these 5 series that we've had, this 5-part series that we've been able to do together. And so I just want to encourage all of you that are listening today, you are equipped. So go out and be amazing. Okay. If we have a few more minutes for Q&A, we
All
can
right.
take
Thank you,
that.
everyone. Okay, we don't have that many, but I'm gonna go through the first
Okay.
one. Maybe this is for the airport team. From Nadia, will it be valuable for the airport to create the mental well-being corner where we deliver a specific American product for the customer?
I mean, it could be. Yeah. There's, as we've been saying, we're looking for innovative ideas that work. I know, in our, I want to say Terminal 2, we have Terminal 4, we have a collaboration with the California Science Center. That's kind of a sensory room. And so, people can come in and kind of sit and detach. And there's a beautiful, I believe it's like a aquarium view in there, and you can kind of just be with the elements. And so we're looking for different opportunities like that. So maybe a mental well-being corner could be something that we look at. So like I said, we're looking for creative approaches to different revenue streams, and that could be something that could work.
I think last session someone was asking, can we sell flour? Was it like flour, fresh
Yes,
flour?
yes,
If we don't
yes.
have fresh flour at the airport, maybe Ontario. I know Ontario has it or not, but LAX they don't
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
fresh flowers in
You
our vending
do? There you
machine
go.
back
We do have a vending
Ah,
machine. The flowers there.
There you go.
very good, very
Well,
good.
this is the end of this series, but I know we have a lot of questions today. We don't have that many. I think that because I think it's just we unpack so many things. It's so nice to hear from the airport expertise like Isela and Jamal. I
Mhm.
know that they mentioned as well that we're gonna have you guys gonna provide also small businesses workshop training and also the event that promoting local small businesses. We have unpacked so many of those as well. As April mentioned, their certification, we recommend that you have. There may be some change here and there, but not much. But it's a step process. We can definitely join forces and our collaboration for our. I know I hate to say this is the last day, but
No, I
this is the
know, it's
last.
so
It's
hard.
been 2 months. It's been 2 months. I've learned so much. And I hope that you have a chance, our attendee have a chance to go through all the resources that we share, we suggest. Don't give up. It is a long journey to get into airport industry. It's that's the fact. But we do have a lot of resources and expertise from all sources. Our local community partner like PACE, learn from the expert like Dana, and the special consultant like April, and of course, if you get to meet with the Jamal and Isel from the airport, expertise from anywhere. Attend those events. Do you share those? Is there an event that we share for the MX next week? Do we? Is it open to? That's
Yeah,
open to public.
yes, thank you for mentioning that. So next week on Thursday, and Isela sits on the board with me, the AMAC LA chapter will host. I don't have a slide for that. Isela, maybe she's so good about it,
Yeah.
she might have a
can share
slide.
my
There's a
screen.
Okay,
question
I'll
that.
stop.
Mhm.
I
I'll,
dropped the link in the chat as well.
okay,
Okay.
great,
Yes. Yes.
great. I'll stop
Let
sharing.
let me know if you can click those links because the information is in the link. I don't know if Jamal team do you want to share your contact information, or you
There.
can contact April and I if you need
Yes.
additional information. The recorder will be shared if you need the recorded. I don't know you share slide. Do you share the slides, Salah?
No,
Okay.
yeah, but the recording is certainly available,
Okay.
and and yes, please join us for the AMAC Aviation Excellence Summit and Awards, which is free, and be a perfect opportunity to come out and meet some of the folks who are like-minded and who enjoy airport and aviation concessions and all things aviation, construction, everything will all be there.
Yes, yes. I think that's a lot of people ask to remember like where do I networking with everyone? Say there you
Yeah.
go. This is one way to
Yes.
network. We all be there. I'm gonna be there. April gonna be there.
Yeah.
A lot of airport professional and community organizations and expertise will be there. So it will be a good opportunity as well. I can send an email recap with the link as well if you want to join us there.
That's
I don't
great.
have any other questions from the attendees. And my last wish is, again, there's a lot of information in the past like actually 2 months. And April and I are here, and thank you so much, Ontario team. Dana, you
Yes.
guys have been very supportive. We will definitely inviting you back next year. With our collaboration, the 5K running, I don't know, we have a jurisdiction boundary between LA and Ontario, but I don't have boundary. I go everywhere. Any of our any of our client can get into airport, any airport. I don't have a limitation. I think that if they can get all like Dana, like any other airport, it would be great opportunity for everybody. Ontario is like what, 50 miles from LA? It's not that bad.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Is it about,
Yeah.
I think it's about 50 miles. I think I Google it. It's not that
Somewhere
far
around there. Yeah.
from, from Burbank. Again, there's a limited resources. There's definitely opportunity out there. April is probably can vouch for that. She's
Yeah.
everywhere in every airport.
Hopefully I
The
can be an
airport
intern.
industry is,
We're
I can
working on
only
it.
imagine the airport is gonna get busy in the next 3 years.
They have some great things planned.
Yeah.
I see it up and coming. So
As long as there is nothing impact by this crazy thing that's going on, like hope that
yeah,
all
exactly.
it's still safe to fly, I believe.
Yes.
I flew yesterday and it was fine. I have had no problems. I've had no problems. So I'm just thankful for those pilots that are flying
Yes.
without pay. So it's so great that they are doing that so that we can make the connections that we need to make.
Yes, that is a big thing. I think
Mm-hmm.
the airport's still happening. And thank you so much again. I can't address enough. I'm so appreciative and grateful for opportunity to work with everybody here. And thank you, Estella, to sharing all this information in the chat. So hopefully everyone can check and click on it. Enjoy. I'll definitely enjoy the 5K. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
think I want to join too. I like 5Ks. And
Only
any
5K
chance to get a medal is good.
on the
Please
terminal. I
join
mean, on the
us. Yeah.
runway.
Yeah.
'Cause last year it sold out, so
Oh,
please
really? Oh, we better
register
get
because
in
Wow.
it will
early.
sell
Right?
You
Get
have to
out.
in.
reserve now. Oh,
It
wow.
will sell out, so please register as soon as
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
And we'll definitely stay connect because I like the small business focus that you mentioned and the pre-bid from the government related. I think that's very important. The pre-bid or anything for them to prepare them to be contract ready is what we at Pace also want to focus as well. We are definitely want to focus contract readiness before we send you over to the bidding process, meet the prime, but we always have a meeting with Meet the Prime, PQLA, Procurement's the summit. We encourage everyone to come. You get to meet a lot of prime contractor. And again, before you meet them, it would be nice that you are contract ready, that you can actually showcase or develop your relationship with them right there and then, and you don't want to miss the opportunity if they're right there and then with you. It's very important. So I don't have any other question in the chat or Q&A today. Thank you so much, everyone. This is not the last time you will
Thank
see
you.
us.
Only the beginning.
It's the
Thank you.
beginning. 2026 is going to be better. We will create a
Yeah.
new content. Hopefully that you can share the feedback as well, if what you want to hear next from our, airport related, airport focus, concessionaire focus, among other things.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
Thank you again, Soprani, for this wonderful,
thank
expansive
you.
opportunity. This has been phenomenal. I've enjoyed preparing for it. I learned new things too, so it's been great with that. And it's just so great I'm passionate about the local small businesses, so it's just so great to have an opportunity to speak to so many and, help guide along the way in any way possible. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you,
Enjoy the
guys.
rest of the day. We will
Thanks,
see you again
everybody.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jamal, Isela, and Dana. Thank you,
Thank you
Soprano.
so much, Ontario team.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.